Love is a juice with many tastes, some bitter, others sweet. A wine which has few vineyards. Just one of the many quotes from Poetic Justice. This movie had everything: love, poetry, emotions, and a good story. It showed relatable characters that fans fell in love with, and it had two major stars, Janet Jackson and Tupac. But there was a storm brewing between these young and driven celebrities. When they finished filming, Tupac never heard from Janet Jackson again. Here's why. During the press tour of the movie, rumors began circulating that Tupac was asked to do an AIDS test for the love scene with Janet Jackson.
The fact that when you were making the movie and there was going to be a love scene, Janet Jackson insisted that you have an AIDS test, and you said, forget it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's absolutely true.
The rapper was willing to do 4 AIDS tests, if that meant making love to one of the hottest singers, actresses of the 90s. But that's not what Jackson wanted. She asked Tupac to do an AIDS test for a fake love scene. Shakur was insulted that Janet Jackson, who he believed was his friend, would ask him to take an AIDS test when she hadn't asked any previous actors to do the same.
But if I'm gonna do a love scene with her just like somebody else did, and they didn't take a test, I'm not taking a test.
4 different people came to his trailer to convince him, but Pac turned them all down. Despite this incident, the 22-year-old rapper thought that he and Janet Jackson would remain friends after the movie. But that didn't happen. Janet Jackson changed her number immediately after they were done with shooting, so Shakur had no way of contacting her, and their friendship ended right there. It's ironic how Tupac was always disappointed by the people he loved. From the day he was born on June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, his father left and never contacted him. Even though his mother loved Shakur and his 2 step-siblings, she had a hard time taking care of 3 children and battling drug addiction. When the family moved to Baltimore, Shakur enrolled in the Baltimore School for the Arts. There, he attended acting classes and portrayed classical characters from Shakespearean plays. While attending high school, Shakur met and became close friends with Jada Pinkett Smith. Even though he never graduated high school, Shakur still got his GED. Then, in 1989, at the age of 18, Shakur began performing and recording hip-hop music under the name MC New York, playing music at night and attending Leila Steinberg's poetry classes by day. Shakur quickly became close friends with Steinberg. She became his first manager and then signed him with the manager of Digital Underground, Antron Gregory. After negotiations were finalized in January 1991, Shakur appeared on stage with Digital Underground using the name Tupac, and the rest, as they say, is history. Fast forward to the night of September 7, 1996. Shakur was in Vegas, celebrating the birthday of Tracy Danielle Robinson. When Tupac's car stopped at a red light on East Flamingo Road, a Cadillac pulled up to his car and a mysterious man shot Tupac with a .40 caliber Glock. 4 of the bullets found Shakur, one of which perforated his lung. The rapper died just 6 days later at the age of 25.
Come over here. Hey, man, come over here, all right? Thanks, buddy. You have anything on you, sir?
What they got you for, man?
Biggest case in Las Vegas history.
During the trial, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson was a suspected shooter, but he was shot before he could be charged. Later, they found out that the actual shooter was DeAndre Dre Smith. In 2023, investigators found out that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was one of the accomplices in the murder of Shakur. They arrested and charged him with first-degree murder. His life and legacy will forever live on. He is still considered by some to be the best rapper in the world, and is the first ever solo rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on April 7, 2017. Justice, the hairdresser turned poet, fell in love with Lucky, but like we said, that was only on the show. She was never close with Tupac, even though the rapper thought he was close to her. Unlike Shakur, Jackson was a seasoned actress by the time she starred in Poetic Justice. First, she was part of the Jacksons, together with the rest of the Jackson family, including young Michael. She had a recurring role for 12 episodes. Even though she was the King of Pop's sister, Janet said her relationship with Michael got colder over the years. After the Jacksons, Janet appeared on 48 episodes of Good Times. From 1977 until 1979, she brought Penny Gordon Woods to life. And of course, we can't forget her 10-episode recurring role on Different Strokes, where she played Charlene Dupre. Before appearing on Poetic Justice, Janet had been a part of 9 TV shows, but acting alongside Tupac Shakur signified her debut in film. 7 years prior to Poetic Justice, Janet Jackson released her breakthrough record titled Control. Some of the pop hits inside included What Have You Done For Me Lately, as well as Nasty. Immediately after, Janet's popularity shot through the roof, and the album was the beginning of the next 4 decades. Even though she is now 57 years old, she is still doing concerts, with her 2023 tour titled Together Again. She has a net worth of an astonishing $180 million, and it seems all of these tours took a toll on her relationships. So far, she has had 3 failed marriages, her most recent being the one with Wissam Al Mana. From all of these relationships, she has only one son named Isa, who she claims is her top priority in life. Regina King is recognized by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world, but when she appeared in the role of Leisha, Justice's friend on Poetic Justice, things were different. Don't get us wrong, she was still popular, but she was nowhere near the icon status she enjoys today. King was only 22 years old when she played Leisha. Back then, people knew her as Brenda Jenkins, one of the leads in 227, where she starred alongside the legendary Jackie Harry. In 1991, she played Shalika in Boys in the Hood alongside Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ice Cube. Since the 90s, King has been a part of 29 movies and even more TV shows. For her portrayal of Sharon Rivers in If Beale Street Could Talk, Regina won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She also holds a Golden Globe Award, and not 1, not 2, but 4 Primetime Emmys. With all of this success, a net worth of $16 million is kind of expected. And of course, King has only been married once in her life, to Ian Alexander Sr. from 1997 to 2007. The couple had one son, Ian Alexander Jr., who became a DJ. Joe Torre, aka Chicago, was Lucky's best friend in Poetic Justice, until he attacked his girlfriend. That's when Lucky busted his teeth and left with the girls. Even though Torre did an amazing job playing Chicago in a film drama, in real life, he is a comedian. He was 28 years old when he appeared next to Tupac and Janet on the big screen, but he had been acting since 1989. Some of his most popular movie roles include The Flamingo Rising, Hair Show, Girlfriends, and Tales from the Hood. Right now, Joe Torre has a net worth of $1 million, and he is doing stand-up tours across the country. In 2017, when he appeared on the KISS radio show, he was creating a new TV show. As for Torre's dating life, not much is known about his relationships. When Tyra Farrell played Jessie on Poetic Justice, she was only 31 years old. In fact, this is one of the 4 movies Farrell is most popular for. The other 3 are Jungle Fever, White Man Can't Jump, and Boys in the Hood. In 2023, 61-year-old Tyra Farrell has a net worth of around $1 million. She has also been married to an American civil rights activist, Diop Kamau. The couple tied the knot in 1992, and they've been together ever since. Few black women can even reach the icon status of Maya Angelou. Even though she played Aunt June in Poetic Justice at the age of 65, her poetry was the backbone of the movie. So, if you liked Justice's poems, that's because they were originally written by Maya Angelou. In her life, Angelou has been a poet, a civil rights activist, an author, and an actor with a career spanning over 50 years. This is after a youth spent working as a sex worker and a performer at a nightclub. She was also a fry cook and a cast member of Porgy and Bess. After this, she focused on theater and poetry. She has since written several autobiographies, her most popular being I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Angelou was the role model Oprah followed in her youth, and she remains one of the most prominent civil rights activists in the USA. She also inspired billionaire producer Tyler Perry to start writing plays. In her life, Angelou was married twice. First to Tosh Angelos from 1951 until 1954, and then to Paul Dufay from 1974 to 1983. Guy Johnson is Maya Angelou's only son, and he was born when the poetress was only 17 years old. Her legacy lives on stronger than ever, even though she passed away on May 28, 2014. If you'd like to take a trip down memory lane and peek into the lives of other prominent black figures, then subscribe to our channel.